A subject we get asked about on a few occasions is about digitizing a logo. And the principle of this is sometimes people have a logo that they've created they might have created it themselves, they might have used Canva. Whatever way it's done, they've created something and they want it in their language digitized so that it can be embroidered, let's say, onto a cap or a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or something like that. Quite often, if this is created in JPEGs, which is pixelated, and it's got lots of shades and fades and this, that, and the other, that is really difficult to get into a format that you can embroider. So you have to go through a process. The process of that, there isn't really a quick way of doing it. You kind of just have to go, okay, well, let's get that, put that on one layer in the software and redraw a better version of it on another layer. So then you can remove that and you're left with this one. And this is in a format called vector. So it's like a very high resolution dot to dot drawing of this one. So you discard that and use that for that one because that's a solid infill color. And then you have to use the designer's skill to say, well, if you've got a faded panel of, let's say, red to orange, and that's right next to a faded panel of blue to brown, it's going to look bad. But you can't do that in embroidery because you can't really get fades unless you're paying a load of money for complex embroidery. But ordinary stuff for caps that people want, it's got to be flat colours. So you normally do a mono version, so you have to work out which bits you merge together, which bits you don't. But that takes designer's skill to do that. And you can't suddenly put that into a clever piece of software and go, boom, digitize. It doesn't work. People might think that, and people look at that and think that software can do everything. Like when you see on films, you see, let's say, CCTV footage of a getaway car, and the registration plate is blurred, and they go, press a button, go, enhance, and all of a sudden you can read it. It's not true, is the polite way of saying it. So you have to use designer's skill to do that one. Now, then we come on to the design of the logo. If the design has been done by, let's say, the person who owns the business, and they're not a designer, chances are it's not going to be very good. So creating a really clean version of a logo that's not good, well, why would you bother? That's like polishing a turd. Whatever you do, it's still a turd. You can sprinkle glitter on it, you can polish it, but it's still a turd. So you probably need to spend time getting that right before you do the digitized version. They might edit this out, but it's the truth.